Just kind of a culmination of things. You never know when life's going to take us in different directions, and I was blessed to have both roles. And the goal when I took both roles was to go as long as I could in both. And this fall personally has been challenging. It's not private, but I lost my brother several weeks ago, and he'd always been the caregiver of our family. My father is older, and so it really just left my father and I. And my brother, I tell everyone, he was the classic big brother. He always looked out for me, and my dad needed something. He did that. He shouldered that burden for the family so that Mike could be busy, Mike could coach and do what I've done and accomplish. And well, now that I just feel like that role has changed now, and it's time for me I poured into being a coach for 25 years, a time maybe to pour into being a son and a father. My son's a freshman in high school this year, so just a lot of things changed in the last that create a lot of reflection, and just felt like it was time to be there for my family.
Obviously, you thought long and hard about this. It was not an easy decision to make. Did you go back and forth on the pros and cons of this situation for you?
Absolutely. My love for UT Tyler, I tell everyone starting the program back in 2004 and 5 being our first season, it's like raising a child to 25 and then feeling like you're handing off someone to take them through the rest of the way. So this decision was not lightly. I care for those players. I care for our staff so much, and so the timing's never great. So certainly weighed all those things, and it just felt like that I had to, it was the perfect time. Thanks to Dr. Ferguson for allowing me to really go into this role full time now, so I can take hopefully the years of experience and help pour into all the teams here, not just softball. But it wasn't lightly. We still want the best. I told the team this morning our mission is still straight ahead. We still want to accomplish the same things. I'm excited about the team we have in place to take care of them here. Everyone's going to be more supported than even before. So didn't come lightly, but just felt it was right time.
Now we get a chance now to take a look back. I know you're always focused on the next step. Now you can look back 22 years, the Natties you've won, the expectation of excellence. How proud are you of not only the girls you've coached, the coaches you've had, but what you guys have been able to bring and make, not only just make this a championship program, but a program nationwide people look at. When you look back on the work you've done here, what does that mean to you?
It's just a pride like you have in your children. I think back to every student athlete that's played here, starting with the first team ever, and every coach that is coached with me. That's where my mind goes, and just my gratitude and appreciation for what they have built. Every award a coach gets is truly based on the behavior, outcome, and effort of student athletes. And so to be in this position and what we've accomplished speaks so much volume to them, to what they've given to our program for years, starting with that first class and then all the way to this year winning the national championship. I'm proud of what we've done. I'm proud of the opportunity that UT Tyler gave me, Dr. Patterson gave me years ago, to build something special here. It is. If you've been on campus, you're at our games, our supporters, our administration. Nothing great happens without special support, and so my mind just goes to all those people.
You mentioned Howard Patterson. I know you two were close when he was here. Did you have this conversation with him, and how resourceful and how influential was he to your career?
Very. I mean, I talked to him this morning and told him thank you for believing in me back in December of 2003 to bring me here. He was in Vegas for my award a few weeks ago, so him and his wife Kathy are still very close. Certainly appreciative that he believed in me to start something here. I thought back then starting something from scratch was going to be once in a lifetime opportunity, and now to be on this side of it, it's confirmed. I couldn't be more thankful for him. Appreciate his guidance and support. To be able to work for the same AD for so long was truly special. And now Dr. Ferguson has came in and just bought in with everything and supported us, and a true champion of the student athletes and the coaches. And I've just been very blessed to be here. So, talked to him this morning.
Any particular, I know it's hard to pinpoint something, any particular moment stands out for you in your career at UT Tyler?
Gosh, I think, I think just that kind of that first win, the work that went in, the belief that went into starting the program. I think our times go back to, I think the first national championship in 2016 was so special because we were all so hungry to feel what that was like. But then ever since then, I've been so happy. The last two my memory goes to just so happy for the players and the effort and the time that's spent, and our coaches to be able to feel that is something I'm proud of. You know, you want to leave something better than you found it. Well, you know, being able to start something from scratch, just so many great relationships along the way. Just overwhelmed with gratitude really is the memory that floods me back for each of the years.
You talked to your team, I think you alluded.
I did. We met this morning.
Oh
Oh my gosh, you know, that was the hardest conversation. I really opened up and shared with them, you know, how I got to this. I thought it was really important for them to understand this was not an easy decision, and my love for them and their success, and myself and the coaches that are in the room, you know, played such a role in getting them here. So I really kind of poured my heart out to make sure they understood. The neat thing and the best thing is through this fall and losing my brother, they've been with me along the way on that journey. Several were at the funeral and heard the eulogy. So they've been along the way. I mean, we've experienced life together. They're part of my family. And so they knew, and they've probably all been there or have someone in their family where it's time you've got to do that. They've been incredible. The outreach, outpouring of love and support that I've gotten and understanding, and that was just time and a kind of a perfect time to do that. But that was a tough talk. They were amazing. They listened. Every one of them hugged my neck, and I'm just so appreciative of their support and how that meeting went. I told them I'm going to continue to support them, be here, support our coaches, just in a different role. I'll be on them from the other side of the fence.
Of course, you're going to be a fan, obviously.
Absolutely. You know, hoping to be an administrator and be there, and helping host and run future events. You know, I told them it was just felt like I need to be available for care, available for my father, just be available. I told them it'd be tough to be in Canyon, Texas, and get a phone call and be that far away. I just felt like it's time to be close. But I told them, you know, I'm not going away. They're not going to be that lucky. I'm going to be there supporting, a fan. You know, just all those things. I'm going to, in my new role, I'm going to do everything I can to continue that support for softball and all the teams.
And I would imagine in the back of your mind, you were thinking, I've been here for my players.
Yep.
It's time for me to be there for family.
Absolutely. And that's kind of what I told them. I said I poured every ounce of energy, and they know that, into the program, to the university. But I feel like I had to, you know, and that's pouring into being a coach. I feel like it was time for me to pour into being a son, a dad, a husband, and just that time in my life to pour into that. And I think that resonated with them. And you know, this job, you know, coaches, and sometimes you spend more time a lot of times more with your players than you do your own family. And I think that resonated with them. And they know we're not going anywhere. The care team, we told them, you know, the spring, the excitement's not going to change. We're going to support them. And but they certainly understood from a family standpoint where I was at.
Well, from us, congratulations. And
Thank you.
Thank you a lot for being the classy guy that you are.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all the partnerships and you guys covering us all along the way.
All right.
Thank you.
Coach, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Phil, yep.
Yep.
How's it going to feel when you go to the diamond? Are you going to start towards the third base?
Right. You know, I told Coach Miller to keep his phone on, you know, that in case I just had some suggestion texts that were coming in. You know, it's going to be tough. You know, they start, their first official practice day is tomorrow. So I know there's going to be some tough times. You know, it's not like I'm not going to miss it, and there's going to be times. And so I'm going to pour into supporting everyone, supporting Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Philly and their mission as a department. So there's certainly going to be, waving people home in my sleep maybe. But you know, certainly excited about the new opportunity, appreciative of it. Hopefully that experience in my time and institutional knowledge here we can pour it into other ways.